Hello everybody, it's me Heather, and as you saw by the title of this video, I'm going on a no-buy. So yeah, that's pretty rare for me. I'm usually pretty indulgent when it comes to my makeup purchases, but I have very good reasons. So first off, I want to say I'm sorry I've been kind of MIA on social media and I haven't been uploading videos. I know I've promised you guys a lot of videos and I need to get back in the habit of that. Basically what happened is I'm moving to a new apartment and I'm really excited about that. So I've been living with my boyfriend for the past 5 years. Come January 26th, we've been together 5 years. In June it'll make 5 years that we've been living together. Anyways, when I first started living with my boyfriend, I really liked where we live because, you know, it's our home. But last year, at the very beginning of the year, I told my boyfriend that this would be the last year that I would live in this apartment. And I hope I'm not coming across as spoiled when I tell you guys my reasons. First off, last year was like the hottest year I've ever experienced living in San Diego. I've moved to San Diego in 2010, and a lot of San Diego apartments are just not outfitted with central air. They do not have air conditioning, so if it's hot outside, it's hot in your apartment. And the way a lot of these apartments and homes are built, they just isolate air like crazy. So it'll sometimes be hotter in your apartment than it is outside. It's that kind of thing going on. And you know, in my case, if in order for me to make these videos for you guys and to do makeup and etc., 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 I need to have a comfortable temperature in the apartment. I can't, you know, if I'm sweating, I can't apply makeup and then the makeup's sweating off and then I'm sitting in front of hot lights so you guys can see what's going on more or less. So several of the things that are making me want to move out is, first off, this place doesn't have air conditioning and I can't be without air conditioning anymore. I know, I'm sorry, I hope I don't sound like a spoiled brat. That's really not my intention, but the other thing is we don't have a dishwasher, and I've been fine with that for the longest time, but now I'm just kind of getting, for lack of a better word, I'm getting kind of disgusted not having a dishwasher. I just feel like a lot of stuff doesn't get as clean as it could, especially plastic items that are very porous. And, you know, I like that when you have a dishwasher, of course, you can still rinse stuff off and cleanse stuff off, you know, using dish soap and, you know, the hot water from your sink. But then it doesn't really always sterilize stuff. And this can really, like, sanitize and really kill the germs. So I've been wanting, you know, a place with a dishwasher. The other thing is we don't have a washer or dryer in our unit. We do have, you know, the laundry room that our complex uses, but I hate going in there. I've always hated going in there. I've always been skeeved out by that place. Just at the height of the hotness, I should say, when the weather was really hot, there were tons of spiders in there. I'm horrified of spiders. It's just dark, it's dirty, it's gross, and it's coin operated, which is a whole other irritation that you always have to come up with $1.25 in quarters. Yes, $1.25 in quarters to wash your clothes. Then you need another $1 in quarters to dry your clothes. And then sometimes they don't get completely dry. So you have to spend another $1 or more to dry your clothes. So, you know, but there's other things. First, the noise factor. The noise factor. There have just been so many throughout the years, just every other weekend, pretty much, there are kids having birthday parties, and they get the giant inflatable bouncer house, so there's kids running around screaming. There's, we got a new neighbor who likes to get drunk and play music really loud and sing really loud. I have another neighbor that's recently acquired I don't know if it's a pet chicken or if it's supposed to be urban farming, and they're, you know, using the chicken for eggs, but I hear the chicken clucking outside my bedroom window. And yes, I do live in the city. I'm not out in the country. I'm not out in the boonies. Just a lot of, just the noise. When people are arguing, when people are partying, it's just, and I'm a light sleeper. This is why the noise is a problem. I'm a light sleeper. So on top of the noise is also my boyfriend snoring. Not to put my boyfriend on blast, but I always have to sleep with earplugs in. I can't remember the last time I've slept an entire night uninterrupted. I always wake up several times throughout the night because of either noise in the environment or my boyfriend snoring. My dog snores too, so I always sleep with earplugs in. I also want a place that's dog friendly, and that's a whole other story. But long story short, although other people in this complex do have dogs, this area, for some reason, there's a lot of people in this area who are horrified of dogs, and there was a period there for a while where I was not straight up harassed, but as close as you can get to harassment without being harassed, just because I have dogs. And so, of course, I want to live somewhere where I can have my dog with me, because one dog will be staying with my boyfriend. I'll be moving with my dog to this new apartment. But yeah, I want a place that's dog friendly, where they're not going to bother me, and of course my dog's not going to bother anybody. And then really it just comes down to personal space. Where I currently live with my boyfriend, where I'm filming this right now, we have a one-bedroom apartment, and that was fine for when we first got together, but now we've been together, you know, going on 5 years. We've accumulated new possessions, and it's just gotten really, really, really cluttered. And there's a million other things on the list that the reason I want to move. So at the beginning of last year, I told my boyfriend, this is the last year I am living here. So either we move together to someplace bigger, or I'm going to move out and get my own place. So coming towards the end of December 2014, my boyfriend wants to stay where he's at. I understand, you know, this is, he got this apartment after going through a rough patch in life. I'll just say that. So I understand that this apartment for him is an accomplishment. And I respect that, so that's not why I'm not hurt that he doesn't want to move with me. And I'm not moving to a different city. I'm staying in the same city. I just want to move to a place where I have a bunch of things I don't have here. But yeah, so we're literally like, it's like we're living on top of each other sometimes. And he's so happy-go-lucky, so easygoing. Nothing bothers him. And I'm really irritable, and I need my space, and I need my quiet. And so, I finally, like just in December, started getting serious about, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this move. And it's been, I got really kind of stressed out about it. So I wanted an apartment that has air conditioning. That was like first and foremost. I want an apartment that has air conditioning. I want an apartment that has a dishwasher. I want an apartment that has washer dryer in unit. And I also want an apartment that's dog friendly. So it's kind of a tall order. And I had my eyes set on this one apartment complex that I've always wanted to live at. And really, you know, sometimes you kind of just have that self-defeating attitude. For some reason, I just really thought they would never approve me to live there. I don't know why. I just, you know, I guess, you know, sometimes you're just so afraid of rejection that you don't even try. Like, for some reason, I just thought I wasn't going to be accepted at this apartment complex. So because I was getting stressed out about this, trying to build up the courage to actually submit an application and let them know I'm interested, and, you know, having to cough up the money, you know, for the moving costs. I have stress-induced depression, basically. Anytime I'm stressed out, I get a little bit of depression. It's not usually hardcore depression. I self-diagnose myself as dysthymic depressive, hard to say, which is basically that I'm habitually depressed, but I'm highly functional. I'm not to the point that I need medication. I usually snap out of it, but it usually does last for anywhere, you know, usually it lasts for like a couple of weeks at a time, and then I'll be back to my normal self. And a big thing I get when I have depression is that I get anhedonia. So anhedonia is when you lose interest in things that you like to do. So when I'm having, you know, kind of my little, you know, short-term depressive episode, and I'm having some anhedonia, that usually means I kind of lose interest in things that I enjoy. So trying to get myself to do YouTube videos, to blog, to do anything makeup related just seemed overwhelming. It just didn't seem fun to me at the moment, because I was trying to build up the courage and get my ducks in a row to apply for this apartment. So I'm happy to say I finally got my shit together and I did it. And, you know, it was scary for me because I'm one of those people. I've always had an income that's all over the place. Although I make good money every month, having to prove where my income comes from is always kind of embarrassing. You know what I mean? Because they want to see your bank statements, and I hate that. I hate that. It's just, it seems like such an invasion of privacy, you know? But, long story short, I did it all. You know, I had to get my references, I had to get my bank statements, and, you know, I got approved. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. Because, you know, I had that self-defeating attitude that they were just going to be like, oh, you know, this just looks kind of spotty, or, you know, maybe you're just not a good fit here, which of course they wouldn't be able to say. I think that would probably be illegal. But I mean, for some reason, I guess maybe I just didn't feel like I deserved to live somewhere nice. You know what I mean? So, okay, I know I've been going on for a while. Let me get back to the point of this video. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a life update. So, I have always, pretty much always, been a minimalist. So by minimalist, I mean a lot of stuff that people act like you have to live. I've always kind of gone without. Like for some of you hearing that I don't have air conditioning, that I don't have a dishwasher, that I don't have a washer and dryer in my apartment. I know there's a lot of you out there that are kind of going, God, you're living in a cave. Like, you know, I've always lived very simply. I've always lived in very small spaces. I've always liked living in very small spaces. The place I'm actually moving to is a studio apartment. So I'm really looking forward to it. But because I've always been kind of a minimalist, like I go back and forth between having a car. I go years on end not having a car because, you know, it's just a burden. It's debt. It's a lot of responsibility. And, you know, and I'll just take public transportation. But 2 years ago, a year ago, my boyfriend and I decided to finally get a car. You know, go ahead and upgrade our lifestyle a little. So I've always been a total minimalist. Clothes-wise, I always have the bare minimum of clothes. If you watch any of my videos from 2 years ago, you'll see that I pretty much wear the same stuff over and over and over again. And, you know, I rarely buy new clothes. But if it gets to the point where stuff's falling apart, of course, then I'll spring for it. It's not that I don't like clothes. I do love fashion. Honestly, if I were rich, I would have a wardrobe to die for. But I've chosen, you know, to keep things simple. And also, because of my minimalist lifestyle, that's why I'm able to haul so much, you know, makeup that I've hauled, you know, recently. Because I don't have all the other stuff that a lot of people have to maintain and keep up with. Also, with shoes, I have one pair of casual shoes and one pair of business casual shoes. That's it. And whenever those need to be replaced, I replace those. So I've always been a minimalist. So I'm 34, and because I've been a minimalist my entire life, I have no furniture. I know some of you probably think that's weird. At age 34, I have no furniture. I have no furniture that's my own. Everything in my apartment is my boyfriend's. That's also a reason I wanted to move out, because his name's been on the lease the entire time we've been together. So it's kind of like, you know, having to prove my residence was a little bit hard. So thankfully, you know, our landlord was aware of my existence, and he knows that I've been living here pretty much just as long as my boyfriend has. Like, I think like a couple of months after my boyfriend moved in here, I moved in with him. So I've been here almost as long as he has, and the rent has always been paid on time. He's never had any problems with us. So thank goodness he was able to give me that solid reference that, okay, her name's not on the lease, but she does live there, and I've never had any problems with her, and the rent's always been paid on time. So I really wanted to have a place in my name to, you know, establish my identity a little. But yeah, no furniture. So I have no bed, no couch, no tables, no chairs. I have no kitchen items. So, you know, no toaster, no plates, cups, knives, you know, silverware. I have no bathroom stuff, so, you know, no towels, no. Everything literally in my boyfriend's apartment is my boyfriend's apartment that he's accumulated slowly over time for the both of us to use. So this is why I'm having to go on a no-buy, because when I move into this apartment at the end of this month, I have a lot of furnishing to do, which I'm dreading and I'm looking forward to. But because, you know, I need to furnish my new apartment, I'm going, you know, all the money I would usually be spending on makeup and skincare and all that fun stuff is going to have to be on hold for a minute until I get, you know, my apartment into a livable space. For Christmas, my boyfriend got me a really nice present for my apartment. I didn't even have the apartment yet. My boyfriend already got me a gift for the new apartment because he knew I was serious about moving out. He got me a 50-inch flat screen TV. So the first piece of furniture for my new home will be my 50-inch flat screen TV. That was very generous of him. Really excited about that. But yeah, so this is why I'm going on a no-buy for now. So I'm hoping by the beginning of February, I'll be able to go back to my, you know, hauling ways, you know, so we can do tutorials and reviews and first impressions on all the newest stuff in makeup, because I love doing that for you guys. And of course, I love to collect makeup. That's no surprise. Something else I was thinking of doing, you guys let me know if you're interested in this. When I move into my new apartment at the end of this month, if you guys are interested in seeing an apartment tour, because where we currently live, I've never been comfortable showing any of you where I currently live because it's just so cluttered. It's kind of embarrassing. It's not neat. It's cluttered. Whereas with my new place, it's going to be brand new. So if you guys are interested in seeing like a home tour of my new studio apartment, let me know. I was also thinking of doing like, I guess basically unboxing or room hauls. Like if you guys are interested in seeing my bathroom haul, a kitchen haul, my bedroom / living room haul. I mean, let me know if that's something you guys are interested in seeing. Oh, and although I'm pretty much on a no-buy for the rest of this month, the first couple of days of this year, I did go ahead and pick up a few choice items, ordered a couple of items online before I, you know, realized, ooh, I have to go on a no-buy so I can furnish my apartment. I did pick up a couple of choice items, and as those come in the mail, I'll share those with you guys. Some first impressions, tutorials, all that fun stuff. But yeah, super excited. Got approved for my dream apartment. My boyfriend will be staying at his apartment. I'll be moving to my new apartment. You know, accumulating possessions, which is honestly kind of scary for me. Because, you know, it limits my mobility, but it's okay. My dog will be coming with me. My other dog, that's, you know, I bought, both the dogs are my dog and my boyfriend's dogs, but it's always been understood that the girl is, if we were to break up, the girl is my dog and the boy is his dog. So, but my boyfriend keeps saying, okay, well, let's make sure we have sleepovers so that, you know, we'll trade dogs for the weekend, or of course, he'll come spend the night. You know, my boyfriend will bring the dog, and my boyfriend, of course, will spend the night with me and the other dog. And anyways, really looking forward to it. So I know this was long-winded, but I just wanted to give you guys a little life update, and let me know if you guys got any, yeah, let me know if you guys want to see any of these, like room haul, if you're interested in room hauls, or, you know, like an apartment tour when I move in, let me know. And what was I going to say? Oh, something else I'm interested in, like for my bathroom and my kitchen, I'm not worried so much about, you know, decorating and making those look fabulous. You know, those are pretty simple areas of the home for me. But I would love, if anybody could point me in the direction of an extremely affordable interior design service, or if somebody knows a good free resource or a cheap resource. I'm trying, because I don't have an eye for interior design at all, but I would love to have an interior design plan for my living room, because it's, you know, it's a studio apartment. So basically my sleeping area and my living area are just like one giant, you know, or I shouldn't say giant, but they are, you know, one big open space. And of course, depending on how I position furniture, that's going to, you know, help divide up that just large, that, you know, square open space. So, yeah, if anybody knows any kind of like free resources or cheap resources, or, you know, because basically what I want is I would love for somebody to help me out with, okay, you want it to be a bedroom and you want it to be a living room at the same time, but you still need to have your desk for, you know, filming and editing your YouTube videos, and, you know, just how I would set that up, how I would decorate it. I would, you know, what kind of color scheme, and also where I would find everything. I know there are some services out there that can get kind of pricey though, but, you know, if anybody knows any ideas, just give me an idea. But somebody who could literally help me out with a plan to figure out my style and be like, okay, you know, instead of just having white walls, because I've had white walls my entire life, my entire YouTube channel has white walls, you know, it would be cool if somebody could be like, hey, you know, here's a color scheme for your walls. If you take, you know, these 2 or these 3 shades and you paint this one wall that color, you paint that one wall this color, and that wall this color, that'll really help to, you know, add depth and dimension to your apartment. And, you know, I mean, something like that. Something where, like, they, you know, they have a couch set, and then, you know, I don't know. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about, and hopefully you guys can give me some ideas or point me to some places online, or, you know, if anybody knows a friend of a friend, or, you know, let me know. I'm open-minded. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little life update. And yeah, I'll come back at you guys tomorrow with another video. It'll be something makeup related. We'll be a lot less chatty. I'll get more straight to the point in that video. But yeah, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr if you don't already do so. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because I promise this is a makeup channel. I normally do nothing but something beauty related. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.